Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to hop on here and share a haul of some items I picked up from Mountain Rose Herbs. I have ordered from them in the past and their stuff is always really good. It comes relatively fast. I'm on the opposite side of the United States from them. Still comes in, about a week to 2 weeks time, and my order is always accurate, and I have really enjoyed using their products. Their products work out really well for me. Everything has been high quality. I've had no issues, and the price point is awesome, and a lot of organic products and a lot of products I'm interested in. So I wanted to give you guys a brief review of some of the items I've already started to use and just what I have picked up from them over the past few months. So the first thing is this red clover sprouting seeds. I've recently gotten into having sprouts on my sandwiches, and if you guys have bought sprouts in the past or eaten them, they're so expensive from the grocery store. Where I am, you can pay $4.99 for a tiny little carton. So this is a lot more affordable. I just sprout them in a mason jar and run cool water through them 3 or 4 times a day. Put a little cheesecloth over the top of the jar and they are ready in about a week. And then I can use them as much as I want. And I just put about 1 tablespoon of these into a large mason jar. And I've already broken into them. I've already had the sprouts. They're awesome, works great, high germination rate. So there's not a lot of seeds left in the bottom. They all germinate and awesome. Definitely going to be getting their sprouting mixes from them. I know they have one that's broccoli and a few other ones and a radish one. So I'm curious to try the other ones as well. And another thing that I got from them is a valerian root. Now, if any of you guys are familiar with herbal medicines, valerian root is kind of a sedative herb. It's used at night to relax yourself, to calm your nerves, calm anxiety, relax the mind, and kind of get you ready for bed. It's a very mild sedative. It's not going to give you the type of effect that something like taking a NyQuil will. But it's very pleasant. I've taken it in capsule form and I didn't have much luck, but when I make an infusion of actually putting this in water, that works a lot better for me. Obviously making it like a tea. And then I've also had it in tincture, and that's an alcohol-based extraction, and that works really well for me. So I picked up a 1 ounce container of this as well. Okay, the next thing I got was this Aphrodite spray. This is a pre-mixed aromatherapy type spray. You can use it on your bed, you can use it on your body, your linens, pretty much anything. And this basically has rose floral water, witch hazel extract, and essential oil of sandalwood, palmarosa, rose, and organic patchouli. And this is very woodsy. I would say it's almost reminiscent of some herbal bug sprays that I've tried. It's very, that's the only thing. It reminds me of being in the woods and using an herbal bug spray. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed in this, but I would not pick this up again. The way the scent is described online is not the way it smells to me in person. This reminds me of an herbal bug spray, not as a sensual type of earthy, woodsy scent for the body. But I will use it, and I will save this bottle. All of their sprays come in these really nice glass bottles with a really fine mister. So I will definitely be mixing my own aroma blend in this bottle when I finish this as well. And I like all their containers that their stuff comes in are really nice for reusing. They're all like really great packaging. Okay, the next thing I got was on their clearance for this month, or their sale. They have a tab for that. You can search to get some discounted products. And this is just a green tea, a green loose leaf tea. So I'm excited to give this one a go. I have not had this one yet, but it looks great. Yeah, and these are 4 ounces. It sounds only like a little, but this is gonna last you a lot. I used a small tea ball, and yeah, I love teas. I love having iced teas in the summer, and we're heading into the summer here in upstate New York, and I love having an iced tea in the afternoon, so I wanted to pick up a few teas. And then the other tea I got is for my husband. He is a black tea drinker, so I got him a basic English breakfast loose leaf tea. And he loves just black tea with a little bit of, I make like homemade herbal syrups, like a dandelion syrup or a mint syrup or just sugar, and that's how he takes his tea, and with a little almond milk. And yeah, this will last him a good amount of time. And their teas are all organic, which is great, and fair trade. So I also got 4 ounces of that tea. And then the last tea that I got, this one was also my husband's pick, but I have had a glass and he's had a glass, and we both think this is an amazing, amazing tea blend. This is Mint Chocolate Mate. This basically tastes like a peppermint patty in tea form. It does give you that like tingly mint flavor in your mouth. It's great. So this has peppermint leaf and roasted cacao nibs, carob, cacao powder, vanilla beans, and just a regular black tea. So this is awesome. I really like this, and you do get the slight scent and the slight aroma of chocolate after each sip, but that cooling tingliness of the peppermint, but then the full-bodiedness of a black tea. It's really, I would get this again for sure. I know that even after having 1 glass, it was a great tea. So we got this one as well. Another thing, just kind of like an essential that I got was, and this was in my last order, it's just a Coarse Sea Salt. It's solar evaporated, and you can use this, it's suitable basically to make your own beauty products or to just use in the kitchen. So yeah, I just got a basic sea salt, which we use sparingly. I mean, this was filled up to here before I refilled my little dispenser in there. But a pound of sea salt, I think it was $3.50. So, I mean, all their stuff is pretty affordable. And yeah, we use it sparingly, so I'm sure this will last us a long time. Another kind of essential I got was their Castille Soap. This is just liquid organic Castille Soap. So the ingredients is water, coconut oil, sunflower oil, castor oil, potassium hydroxide, citric acid, and rosemary extract. And it's just a basic, unscented, gentle soap. And we formulate in our house our own sprays, our own body washes, our own cleaning products and stuff like that. So it is good to have a basic unscented soap on hand because we need it for all that. So this is really good, and I got the bigger bottle this time. Last time I ordered from them, I got a small pump. I think I'll even size up the next time I order and just get a gallon, because like I said, we go through this quite a bit. It is highly concentrated, but we use it for so much, everything from mopping the floor to washing our bodies to washing our hands to washing our dishes to washing our dog. So we go through a lot of this, so I'll probably get the bigger one next time. And like I said, it's very gentle, unscented. I would highly recommend it. Okay, the next thing I got is this Arnica St. John's compound, and I got this in my last order, so I've had this for a little bit and already started to use it. This compound is basically for irritations of the skin. I use Arnica for bruises. That's why I got this. I am a gardener, I'm a hiker, I like to forage, I like to be in the woods, and I'm also a mom shuffling around a toddler. So I bump into things, I fall down, I get nicks, cuts, scrapes, bruises here and there, and I like to have something on hand for that. I am very pale, so it's quite obvious if I have a blemish on my skin. So I wanted to get this. I have used Arnica in the past for bruises, and it has worked awesome for me. I notice a difference when I apply Arnica almost the next day, so just overnight, applying it before I go to bed, and then I see a difference definitely by the next morning. So Arnica has always worked well for me. Their compound they sell there also has St. John's. So I figured that couldn't hurt, and I would pick this one up since I was out of the previous brand I had. So yeah, that's what I got that for, and it'll last a long time. You only use a little bit at a time. And the other thing that I got from them was a few herbs for various different things. As I get more and more interested in herbal medicine, I'm trying to curate a really nice type of apothecary in my medicine cabinet at home as I begin to kind of finish up old products we had as we move towards having our family switch over more to herbal remedies, because we feel that would work better for us and just respect our health guidelines in our home and our bodies. So I did get echinacea. That's a very common home remedy. A lot of people take echinacea when they feel they are getting sick. I've already used this once and just made an herbal infusion, basically a tea where you're gonna steam it in hot water for a while and then drink that. And yeah, I just had this, I wanna keep this on hand in case any of us feel like we have a cold coming on, or we feel like we're coming down with something, so that we can preventatively do something health-wise to kind of help ward off that illness, hopefully shorten the duration of the illness. So I picked up an ounce of this just to keep on hand. The other product that I got was ashwagandha root. Ashwagandha root I read about a lot because it helps with reducing stress, anxiety, and lowering cortisol levels for people who are in high stress, high anxiety situations. I frequently find myself getting overwhelmed. I wanted to pick some of this up, see how it worked for me. I only went with a 1 ounce because I just wasn't sure. I want to do more reading into it. But ashwagandha root has been studied in a lot of clinical trials, a lot of studies on this, just showing the reduction of stress to bring on a sense of well-being when someone is having a hard time. So I wanted to pick this up. And along the same lines, I also went and picked up Kava root. Kava root is a Pacific Island type of root that's made into a drink, really. And this is kind of a relaxing, mildly sedative, mildly psychoactive type of drink. It's actually banned in Australia, and this is very much for a relaxing drink at the end of the night. It's non-alcoholic, but from what I'm reading can have similar effects as a mild sedative and relaxing. But as opposed to alcohol, this is supposed to, instead of decrease concentration, increase it in bringing a sense of clarity to the user. So I am excited to look into this. This is also one that's recommended for folks that could be struggling with anxiety or have some type of stressful situation. So I'm curious. I will update everyone and let you know how that goes for me. I haven't opened it yet and I'm waiting to try it. The other thing that I got, only because it was on clearance, on sale, is this cleansing body bar. No real reason other than the fact I wanted to give this brand a try, and I needed a new bar of soap for my downstairs guest restroom. And I wanted to try this one. This is lavender and calendula. Has a little hole here for me to smell, and it smells very pleasant. It's quite nice, so I will update everyone on how that one works out. Another body product I got was this cedarwood spruce deodorant, and it has already been broken into. My husband is in the process here of switching to an all-natural deodorant and finding one that works for him. I've read good reviews on this brand, but I'm not sure how it'll work for him. I will keep everyone updated, but yeah, we'll see. It's supposed to be very effective. Like I said, I've read great reviews. And this is cedarwood and spruce. I've smelled it. It smells super refreshing, super crisp, super clean. It's not overly manly. It's not overly feminine. It's just a nice, really pleasant smell. And it has aloe, calendula, a lot of good things, arrowroot powder. and cedarwood, yeah, and spruce and rosemary, which is exactly what it smells like: cedarwood, spruce, and rosemary. And like I said, it's very pleasant. So, and it does not, I know if you've tried some natural deodorants, a lot of them tend to be like overly chalky, where they leave like a white residue, or they're overly oily because they're like an oil-based product, and then you basically have like coconut oil in your pits. This is neither. This is somewhere in between, so let's hope that that's a good alternative for us. And then I got henna. This is the first time I've ordered henna from Mountain Rose Herbs. I normally pick this up from another company online, Ancient Sunrise Henna. I have always colored my hair with henna, going on 6 years now, and I love it. Like nothing else has worked for me the way henna has. It gives me a natural redhead look, not a box dye redhead look. I have a lot of people who believe that that's my natural hair color. It's just it adds a warmth to my already natural brown color that is quite realistic. It looks nice in the sun. It doesn't wash out over time. It's just a really great permanent herbal hair color. And I mix mine with water and lemon juice, sometimes a little oil as well. And I put it on. I do put it on for a long time, a very long time. I get the best results with 8 hours. So a box dye is 10 minutes. This is 8 hours. Basically, I choose a day when I'm going to be home and I'm not going anywhere. And I put this all over my head. It looks like mud. I wrap it in basically like cling wrap. And then I just do my housework and watch movies and hang out with my family. And yeah, and then I rinse it out and I have great hair color for several months. Sometimes I only color 2 or 3 times a year with henna because it's so similar to my natural color that it's not obvious when my roots grow out. But it adds something great to my hair. It really does change the look, and I enjoy this so much. So I picked that up. And then here's one I forgot. This was one that I got last time I ordered that I wanted to share with you guys. This is a tea blend, and it was such a big container that I ordered that I transferred it into this mason jar for storage. But this is basically a relaxing nighttime blend. It has hops, it has valerian, and it has lavender in it. And it's working pretty well, I would say. I mean, I don't notice too much of a relaxing effect. I think it's just relaxing because it's a beautiful, nice, warm cup of tea at the end of a long day. So this is a very mild tea. It's kind of gives you a golden color when you brew it. And it's just so mild. It's not one way or the other. No strong abrasive flavors. Just a very drinkable, mild herbal tea. So I was really enjoying this. I don't know if I would order it again. I do remember this one being quite pricey. And when I looked at each individual ingredient ordering from them, it would be cheaper just to kind of mix it yourself. So that's something to look at with their specialty tea blends is could you just buy the individuals and mix them in a jar on your own? You might be better off going that way, as some of their tea blends are $12, $14, $16, $18. So I would just look into that before you order any specialty ones. The nice thing is that there are those little pieces of lavender in there, and they really do turn the tea a beautiful color. So there's that one. And then the last items I got for them are some essential oils. So the first one that I chose was Ylang. I was so interested in this one for its uplifting mood quality, and also just because I've smelled this one in my natural food store that I have here locally, and I love the smell. It's so hard to describe to someone who hasn't smelled it. It's so warm, so earthy, but also has an orangey undertone. It's hard to kind of, it's a warm, earthy, orangey, musky wood scent. It's great. It's really wonderful, and I've actually been pairing it with orange. So I put a few drops of this in, a few drops of orange, and I just diffuse it when I'm doing my chores in the morning, like folding laundry. And it's so uplifting, and it's just a great smell. I love it. The other one that I picked out was Amyris, and I got this specifically because I had picked out an essential oil a while back, cedarwood, and I wanted something that would pair well with cedarwood to diffuse. And this one also is kind of in that woodsy aroma family. This is an extract from a tree, and this one is sweeter. It's a sweet woody scent, and it's very pleasant, and it does pair well with cedarwood. So I have been diffusing that for my husband as well. And another one I got was Citronella. Citronella is, obviously, most people have heard of citronella as a bug repellent essential oil, something that deters pests away from you. And it's commonly used in natural bug sprays, and that is exactly why I picked this one up. I do live in upstate New York. We have black flies, we have ticks, we have all kinds of problems up here with bugs trying to bite us and get on our bodies. So I picked this up to make my own bug spray. I wanted to make my own bug spray because a lot of the all-natural ones that I pick up are oil-based, and so they are sticky, sticky, sticky. And when you're in the woods, an oil-based bug spray makes every piece of dirt and leaf and things stick to you, and I hate feeling sticky and sweaty. So I picked this one up to formulate my own natural bug spray, and I did, and I've used it, and it works great. I went with a witch hazel base instead of an oil base, and it's been working great. I paired citronella with lavender and a few other essential oils in there, and yeah, it's citronella. Another one I got was camphor. Camphor is a great essential oil for moving congestion, for when you're sick, and also just for sore muscles. I have added this into a dollop of coconut oil and added a few drops of this in to give a deep tissue massage to help when you are feeling very sore in a certain area. Maybe you're doing a certain repetitive motion in a garden over and over again, preparing soil, or you went on a long hike and you've pulled a muscle. This is great. This really does help relieve it. I slept on my neck wrong the other night and it was just aching so badly, and I used this, and it gives a very relaxing, overall cooling, not like an icy hot, but similar feel, and it's very nice. So I'm happy I have this one, and I'm sure this will come in handy if we get any head colds this coming winter. And the last one I got was lavender. Lavender is what I like to diffuse at night. It's just an overall, I mean, a lot of people know that. It's a very calming herb, and it smells great, and it's one of the most used in our household. I've never tried Mountain Rose Herbs lavender, but I saw that they had this on their sales section, and my previous bottle from another company was running very low, so I decided to pick this one up, see how it did for me. And like I said, it's one of our more common used ones, so we replace this one several times a year. So got that, and that is all, guys. That's what I picked up, and that's over the past few months. I placed 2 orders. So kind of a combination. I've tried some stuff. I haven't tried the others. But comment down below and let me know, do you guys like Mountain Rose Herbs? Have you guys ordered from them in the past? I definitely enjoy them. They have great customer service. Like I said, everything comes quick and seems to be high quality, so I'll definitely be ordering from them again. Let me know down below, have you guys used any of these products before? What's your experience with Mountain Rose Herbs? And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you have a great night.